Man, I'm not gonna lie. It's honestly kind of crazy. Had an amazing college football career and everything, but after that season, I guess I didn't give my body enough time to rest. I got right back to grinding and trying to get better at my craft and ended up suffering a very, very bad injury. Shit, I tore my ACL, and honestly, after that, my life kind of started going downhill. I started gaining a whole lot of weight because, I wasn't really working out like that. Now, luckily, I was able to recover, everything by the time the draft combine came around. But the thing is, I'm kind of scared, because now I done gained, 15 to 20 pounds of just straight fat. So now I already know my change of direction, speed, everything's going to be terrible. And I don't know how I'm going to do in this combine. And at this point, especially after the injury, I don't know where I'm going to fall in this draft. But I can't just skip the combine. I mean, my doctor and everything, physical therapist, they told me that I'm gonna be in time. You feel me? So my recovery was honestly perfect to be able to still make the combine. So here I am. Now, I'm not expecting to do that good in the speed things, agility things, but I know in terms of strength stuff, I should be good because I was definitely in the gym. It's just I couldn't really, work out and get my cardio going and stuff like that. And so as I'm sitting here ready to go ahead and get my 40 going, I'm just thinking to myself, is this even smart for me to be doing right now? Especially after I just got off an ACL. I mean, it is what it is. But as y'all can see, I look way bigger than I was before. I mean, I put on so much weight, it don't make no sense. And then I ran terribly. Like a 4.99 in the 40-yard dash is insane. And we all know what I would have ran if I didn't get injured and everything like that. I would have been top 5 at least. I mean, I had some crazy speed in college, but unfortunately, I can't show it here. And that's something that a lot of teams wanted to see out of me coming into the NFL. So I already know I'm going to fall just based off of that right there. But based off of this bench press thing that I'm finna put on right now, I already know I'm gonna be looked at as definitely more of a power back now, just a goal line back. But eventually, when I get back to my cardio, get my speed or whatever as much as I can back, eventually maybe I can be that guy again. But man, hey, getting these reps in and gotta make sure I get number 1 here. I gotta do great in some category here in the draft combine. And so of course, just based off of how much I've been working out, there's no reason why I shouldn't have gotten the highest bench press amount. You feel me? Got 28 here, the strongest running back in the draft without a doubt. And now broad jump time, trying to jump as far as I possibly can with all this extra weight on me, and definitely didn't get as far as I thought I would, as I hoped I would, but didn't do bad either. I mean, definitely did worse than a lot of people expected me to do coming into the draft. So, very disappointing actually. And honestly, at this point in the draft combine, my mental is everything's just down right now. My morale, everything, because I could already tell, and I already know that the scouts is just looking at me just terribly because of how good I was in college and at the end of the injury, and now I'm here just putting on a terrible performance here in the combine, and I already know my draft stock is falling so far. And then lastly, in these drills, you can definitely see the lack of agility, the lack of change of direction that I got now. It's just so bad at this point. And I've been off the football field for so long that you could just tell that my vision, even my vision is taking a pretty big hit at the same time. And man, I can already just tell, it's just terrible for me. And the rest of the drills here, man, were just so, I can't even say mid. They were bad, terrible. Makes no sense how bad I did here in this combine. And honestly, wouldn't be surprised if I went 5th, 6th, 7th, or even undrafted at this point. Because I mean, when you just sit here and just look at how bad I did on these drills specifically, makes absolutely no sense to me, man. But somehow I'm projected to be an early 2nd rounder. And honestly, I know that's cap. It's just like that just because of my name, but hey, there's no way. And there wasn't a way at all, because once the draft day came, I don't know why, I just felt like I would get drafted, but phone rang and I thought it was an NFL team. Whole time, it wasn't. It was just one of them phone numbers that, just randomly call you, random times of the day and stuff like that. And so I wouldn't get a phone call for the rest of the day. Not even on the 2nd day. I didn't get a phone call at all. So I went undrafted, and it really felt like all hope was lost. But I would get my chance. I actually got one. The Jacksonville Jaguars decided to go ahead and pick me up, see what I can do in the preseason, and just see if I deserve to, be on the team. Now, obviously, even if I do make the team, I won't be a HB1, a HB2, probably not even HB3. But hey, man, the fact that I have a chance to actually be on a football team, That gave me all the motivation I needed right there, man. I'm ready to grind. And luckily, they also had number 8 wide open for me to have because ain't nobody had it. So, hey, why not? And so now I'm just getting prepared for the preseason, just making sure that I got my ball carrier vision back. I haven't been on the field in a while, and I just want to make sure that I'm good so that I can, make the team and just make the roster, because this is my opportunity and I cannot let it go to waste at all. Whether I'm just going to be a goal line back or just even a full back, just use my size, use my power that I have to, make plays for my teammates. Hey, whatever it takes to be on the NFL team, I got it, man, and I'm ready. But there's always a chance that I play so well that I do end up getting maybe an HB3 or HB2 spotter, because you already know our starting running back, Travis Etienne, they're always going to keep him as number 1 without a doubt. But, me being that big running back, that's kind of what this team needs, a guy that's going to really, use that power to get through there on the goal line. And I think I could really be that for this team. But I know it's going to take a good amount of time, even if I do have a good preseason. I'm just going to have to show it here, and then in the limited amount of time that I get during the regular season, show it there, and just hope that, I get the opportunity. Maybe Tank doesn't play that well, and, I get to be in the game, but guess what, you have to find out. And so now I'm in my first preseason game, and I got to start off here in the third quarter. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to play, but coach did tell me I get to come out here and, be that guy, and, they're going to hand the ball out to me a good amount of times. See if I still got that vision that I had back in college. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have the agility, the change of direction, the juking, the spinning, all the stuff that I was so great at in college that made me such a high value draft pick. And that honestly kind of sucks. But as long as I got the vision, I should be pretty good. Now, I have a lot more size than I did back then, so those are the type of plays I'm gonna have to make sure I do really good in. And right now, 2nd and 19, quarterback getting them yards, and I didn't really get to play on third down because I'm not a third down back anymore. Being this big, I can't really run routes, especially not as good as I used to. Still don't have pretty good hands, so when it comes to plays like that, I just can't be on the field, which is just terrible, honestly, especially for my ability to be able to play on the field at all times. I'm just very limited right now. And that was honestly the only time I got to play was the third quarter. A couple plays, got a couple runs in, and after that, had to sit out, watch the game, and watch as our team loses the first preseason game of the year, 13-2. And in my attempts, I feel like I had good average per carry, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, we're going to see how I do next game, though. But, hey, that's honestly not a bad game for me. But now, here against the Saints in the second game of the preseason, feel me? I'm coming back in the second half once again now. I'm hoping that I will get more opportunities to show what I can do out here. I did just get a pretty good run there, showed off my trucking ability. But here, you can already just see my lack of speed, my lack of agility, stuff that I used to be able to do in college. That definitely would have been way bigger play. But, here, good run, good blocking. But just imagine if I was what I was in college. But, still using my strength, getting down the field here. No agility at all. I don't know why I tried to get past him. I just need to put my head down at this point. Now, they kept me on the field on third down. Couldn't get out into my route. Quarterback scramble, took a hit. And then right here, just shows just how much slower I've gotten. Chase Young got the ball, picked it up, and he was easily able to get to the crib. You feel me? Scoop and score a touchdown. And me, look at how slow I look. Insane. But luckily, it wasn't my fault, though, man. Here, stretch play to the right side. And, man, just imagine if I had the speed to really get out there. I don't. So I got to find a way to, even on outside runs, make sure I can, make the room for myself. Just put my head down more. I got to change up my entire gameplay, my entire style of running the ball. I got to be more of a Derrick Henry rather than an Adrian Peterson or rather than a Saquon Barkley when doing the juice and spins and stuff like that. And it's going to take a little bit of adjusting, but that's going to be the way I'm going to have to get on this team, the way I'm going to be able to make the squad. So I just got to do what I can. Now, screenplays is something that I did pretty well in this preseason as well. You feel me? Took down for a couple of yards there. Here, got a play action, threw it down. And he was actually able to get not the first down. Actually went to third inches, and we ended up doing a passing play here when we could have did a run. But look, scored a touchdown anyways, and there was no time left. We just had to go ahead and get the touchdown, and we'll lose this game again, man. 0-2 here in the preseason. But once again, with the carries that I'm getting, I'm actually running the ball pretty well. You feel me? So I feel like coach is liking what he's seeing out of me. You feel me? I'm doing what I can when I get the ball. I'm not really getting tackled for loss that often. So, that's always going to be a plus. But now this is my final chance, my last chance to really prove to these coaches and everybody really that I deserve to be on an NFL team. I mean, whether it's this team or whether a different team picks me up before the season starts up, I got to show it off here. This is the last game of the preseason, so you already know what we got to do here, man. And coach only giving me the fourth quarter to really see what I got. And look, it don't matter if I have limited opportunity. It's just the fact that I got to come out here and do what I can. Now, my first run wasn't good at all. I feel like the blocking wasn't good, but I can't really blame it on the blockers either, because if I had the agility, maybe I could have made something happen. Now, we are up 17-3, so at this point, running the ball is all we doing. And I'm trying to do as much as I can, pick as much yard as I can with just 2 minutes left here, stretch play to the right side. Somehow wasn't able to get that first down, fell inches short, so we're running it again. Now, he was supposed to hand his ball off to me, but instead handed it to the jet sweep. And that went absolutely nowhere. Me, I know I would have pushed forward, got the first down, but we win this game 17-10 anyways. Luckily, we did get one dub in the preseason. And my runs didn't get the ball as much as I did other games and didn't really show off that much. And so at this point, since the preseason's over with, I was like honestly kind of nervous because I feel like I played well, but did I play well enough? And well, it seems I did. Now, coach is letting me stay on the team, but not as a running back. I'm at running back 4 right now. But the thing he is letting me do every once in a while that he told me is I'll be able to come in at fullback, whenever we need to really pick up that 1 yard. And hey, I don't mind it. I do got the size and the drive and the motor to really push people down the field and help my running back get down the field as well. So I can't be mad at it. So as y'all can see, I am running back 4. I got a long way to work, but it is what it is. I'm not fullback 1 either. So definitely got to work there as well. And so now it's the first game of the season and taking on the Panthers. Now, the Panthers are a team that's really not that good. Now, they got a couple players, but overall, we should definitely be able to win this game. But, we're going to see what happens anyways. And will I get to get in the game? Hopefully, coach actually, puts me in, you feel me, lets me do what I need to do out there. But we're going to see. Now, surprisingly, coach actually did put me in the game here in the first quarter. Put me in that fullback as I thought he would, and I feel like I picked up pretty well. I just don't think the running back followed me good enough. Now, 3rd and 1 in the second quarter, fullback again. And I was able to actually pick up a first down, luckily. Now, I honestly was kind of surprised he did a fullback dive there, and I kind of hope we do more stuff like that. But after that, I wouldn't get in the game for a while. I was sitting on the bench just waiting, just ready, like I'm ready to get my feet moving for real because I just picked up a first down, but it would take a while until I get back in the game, unfortunately. And at this point, we was down 17-0 against the Panthers, and they put me in on 2nd and 1 to go ahead and pick up the first down out of shotgun, which kind of surprised me. But, got put back in here at the 1 yard line, 2nd and goal to pick up any blocker, and Tank Bigsby would get in there for the touchdown, and we'll finally pick up some points in this game. But that'll be the last time I'll touch the field, and we'll lose this game 20-14 versus the Panthers, which is honestly kind of crazy to me. I feel like we definitely should have won, but the offense didn't move as much as they did as they should have. And, it is what it is. Now, when I touched the ball, I did what I could when I had it. You feel me? 2 rushes, 10 yards, not bad, but we're going to see how I go next game. I don't know what it is. I just feel like this season, I feel like I'm definitely going to eventually get an opportunity. As long as I keep on putting in work. Now, I'm out here in training camp just making sure that I'm, keeping my feet moving, and I'm trying to really get my speed back, trying to get my agility, my change direction, all those things. And obviously, I'll never get back to how I was in college due to my ACL injury that I ended up getting, but I got to keep on trying, got to keep on trying to get as fast as I can, and got to lose weight too, because, I'm used to moving that way around 220 pounds, and I'm like 240 at this point. So definitely got to work on that. But here in this training camp, I'm looking kind of fast. I'm definitely way faster than I was in the preseason, and it's feeling real good right now. And I really hope coach is watching, because I'm really putting in a lot of work, and I'm really trying to take Tank Bigsby's spot, because I know I can definitely be the power back on this squad without a doubt. Maybe I'll never get a chance to be the HB1 unless something crazy happens, but as long as I can somehow get to that number 1 power back spot, that would be amazing. Be that goal line back, get to pick up them touchdowns every time we get get down the field, you know what I'm saying? That would honestly be the dream right now at this point in my life. But I guess only time will tell. And I just got to keep on grinding, you know what I'm saying? When nobody's watching, when people's watching especially, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure I'm always ready, no matter what. But anyways, we're here into the next game of the season, playing against the Bengals. Now, after losing to the Panthers, we got to lock in for real against this team. Now, that run was terrible because of me. I didn't pick up who I needed to, and I deserved to get sat out the game. And that's exactly what Coach did. I mean, I got sat out for a good amount. Not the whole game, but he definitely taught me that lesson. That I don't know what I was doing there at fullback at all. Didn't pick up who I needed to. Completely messed up that run. So I was taking out the game for a while. But when I was put back in the game, I was put in the game here in the red zone at the 9-yard line. And I was actually at running back. A run to the left side, great blocks, and I got in there, just destroyed that defender who tried to stop me. Man, got into the end zone for my first time in my NFL career. And not gonna lie, I was kind of surprised that coach put me out there. But look, these are the type of things that I can do, man. I'm 240, you feel me? A big old back that if you put me in that red zone, if there's one person in front of me especially, I'm going to run them over, get into the end zone and get that touchdown, man. I hope coach knows that, you feel me? He did it this time. Maybe I get that more throughout the year, but we're going to see, man. We win this game 17-10 after my touchdown and then a defensive stop. That's what I'm talking about, man. Maybe I get more shots like that. We're going to see, though. Hey, man, it's crazy. After what I did at fullback, I thought I'd never get back in the game, but I did, and I ended up getting my first touchdown. So, hey, got to be happy about that. Got to. And it was basically the game-winning touchdown because defense got the stop, and we won. So, hey, I'll take it. But now we got a home game here. It's raining, you feel me? And we're taking on a division rival at that, Houston Texans. So we got to make sure we win this game. And me, I got to be prepared, obviously. You know, every game got to just make sure that when I get on the field, I'm on the field. Now, here on 3rd and 11, we ran strong formation, and I actually ended up getting open on this flat route. Able to get, I think my first catch of the season, pick up a good amount of yards there. But then here, I'm at fullback. And I picked up this guy pretty well. Threw him to the ground and everything, but my running back he just didn't decide to, why would he not follow me? That would have been a very good play, maybe even a touchdown. But after that, we would end up getting the 10 points, and I ended up sitting out the game for a good amount of time. And to be honest, way longer than I thought I would be sitting. I mean, I feel like I picked up a pretty good play when I caught that ball, and then I did a good job at, blocking who I was supposed to block on that one play, but I wouldn't get back into the game up until the 3rd quarter. Now, they did put me back there at running back, which kind of surprised me a little bit, but I wasn't able to pick up that many yards. I mean, the blocking wasn't that good, but 3 yards isn't bad. But after that, back to the bench, back to where I'm normally at. And, it took another while for me to get back out on the field as usual. And I mean, at this point, I'm kind of used to it. I mean, I was undrafted, so I can't really expect to get out on the field every single drive or even every other drive. So it didn't really affect me that much at all. I'm just waiting for my next opportunity to get into the game. And at this point, 17-10 now, driving down the field, and I'm just waiting to see if I might get in, just, pick up a couple yards on the goal line. And that's exactly when I got put in the game. Here on the 3-yard line at fullback, picked up a block, and bro, I don't think he took the right hole. We would have gotten the end zone, but anyways, I got taken out the game. We scored a touchdown, won this game 24-10. And man, winning the division game like that is something that you always, gotta love, you feel me? And when I got that ball, I did what I could with it. Got some good receiving yards. When I ran the ball, got a couple, you know what I'm saying? But after that game, coach would let me know that he's been seeing my hard work and my effort that I've been putting in. Really trying to get back to my old self, trying to burn a good amount of weight, you know what I'm saying? Get faster, work on my agility. And he told me to just stay ready because, I've been getting a couple of reps here and there, but eventually I will be able to actually run the ball as much as I want to. Well, not as much as I want to, but a decent amount. And I mean, we are 2-1 right now, but I don't think coach is liking the stats that we're putting up. I mean, we're almost dead last in rushing yards, and that's honestly a big part of the game. And I mean, being almost the worst running team in the league is kind of crazy. Now look, after what coach told me, I'm kind of coming into this game against the 49ers, believing I'm going to get a good amount of rushes in, to get my feet wet, and so coach could see how I could be when I'm not only put at fullback, when I'm not only just put in for like one play or whatever, see how I can really do, see if I can be a pretty good impact to the rushing game, to our rushing attack and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm kind of excited coming into this game, especially. But coming to the game, though, I wouldn't even see the field at all in the first half. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect to, at this point, see the field at all. Like, I was just ready to just sit on the bench for the rest of the game. You know what I mean? If I get in at fullback as I normally do, I'd be ready for it. But I literally was just watching from the sidelines. I mean, we're down 10-3, getting into the red zone now. Couldn't get in, but we get the ball at half, and I end up finally getting in the game. Got a stretch play to the left side, turn it up the field, put my head down, gain them extra yards. You feel me? Got to show coach that I got a motor for real, and I'm not trying to go down from the first contact. Ran up the field, got pretty good blocks there, and I was gone. But unfortunately, I do not have the speed that I used to have. We all know, if this was we all know that would have been a touchdown had I had the speed that I once had, but it wasn't. And they were just showing the weight and just the slowness that I have, and nothing on that run. Still down 10-3 as we somehow didn't even get a field goal to end off that drive. So at this point, they going down the field. Didn't get any points, but we got the ball back here, 3-10, driving down the field. Didn't get as much as we needed to, so went for it. And look at the offense. Our offense looks so mid. They went down the field again, scored another touchdown, and at this point, the game is looking like it's over with, because it was. And we'll lose this game 17-3. The offense was just super mid. You feel me? When I was in the game, you know what I'm saying, I did what I could. You feel me? And until the O-line just didn't block for me. But y'all see how many rushing yards I had, though. On the attempts that I had, too. That's the type of guy I can be, for real. And just imagine when I get my legs back, it's going to be over. But now, coming off of that loss, 17-3, we're coming to a Monday night prime time game versus the Chiefs. And you already know how it is, man. And then in this primetime game, I'm just hoping that, you know, I get to get in the game a little bit more, because it is raining. So, you know, passing the ball is going to be a little bit more difficult, and running the ball is kind of where it's at when the rain is this heavy right now. And hey, maybe I do get in the game because of that. And I mean, you might be thinking Travis Etienne will stay in the game, but I mean, look, the run game has been 30th in the league with Travis Etienne being the number one running back. So maybe coach is thinking somewhere else at running backs. I mean, hey, this might be my opportunity. I just got to make sure I do what I can when I do get the ball. And so, as I expected, I'm actually in here for the first run of the game. I mean, this is our first play. Got to run up the middle. Kind of slipped when I tried to make a change direction there. So, took a tackle for loss, and I ended up getting put in the next drive, luckily, even though that was such a bad run, and I did pick up a good amount of yards there, took a hit, but you already know, man, we get up, we shake them things off. Put me back out here again here on 2nd and 4 to see what I can do out here. If I just get some good blocks, then that would be great, and I actually kind of did, but that guy just slipped right through there, got that tackle. I'll get put back in the game here at the beginning of the second quarter to see what I can do. Got a stretch play. Honestly, the linebackers got through so easily, but now 5-yard line, 1st and goal, run right up the middle, great blocks, and I'm in that end zone. Let's go, man. I think that's my 2nd touchdown of the season. Hey, it feels great. You know what I mean? I already got more attempts rushing the ball than I have in any game this season, which honestly feels great. And just the fact that I was able to get into the end zone, especially here in the Monday night primetime game, just really make an impact like that, feels amazing. And then here on 1st and goal at the 2-yard line, I almost was able to get in the end zone again, but bad blocking. So we ran a play action. Trevor Lawrence finally got wide open, and we go up by 2 scores against Kansas City in Monday night primetime. Come on, man. We doing our thing right now. We just got to keep this thing rolling. Now, they would get the ball to start the second half, scored a touchdown, but we got to get this thing right. Just picked up a 1st down. I'm not really getting that many yards off of each carry, but my carries are meaningful. You feel me? Got a touchdown, got 1st downs. You feel me? I'm doing what I can. He threw a dot to Brian Thomas Jr. to go ahead and pick up a touchdown, which was huge, putting us back up 2 scores against Kansas City. And what would they do with that ball? Absolutely nothing. Great defense, and actually didn't get put back on the field until the last drive of the game. But we did score a touchdown here, and then they would get stopped once again. I mean, our defense plays so great. I got put back out here just to go ahead and run the ball, just, burn clock out, just to take away another one of their timeouts. But we honestly played really good as a team here against Kansas City, especially for a primetime game. The Jaguars beating Kansas City, that's honestly amazing, man. And Trevor Lawrence did his thing out there. Run wise, I did not have a good game average, but I did score a touchdown and picked up some first downs, and that's what I was out there for. That's what coach wanted out of me. But man, we're 3-2 right now, currently second in our division. There's no way we end up nothing less than first if we keep on doing what we're doing right now, man. Y'all can see I'm averaging the most yards per carry, and I have the most rushing touchdowns on this team. So I feel like I'm getting towards the point where I will be able to start at running back. And we are second. We're the second worst team in rushing yards. Like, I want to be the guy to change that without a doubt, man. Let's go.